This is the smallest vertebrate in North America. So cool. What the heck? Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm in my car on the way to pick up Colton this fine rainy January night because it's nice and cold, it's yucky outside, it's wet, it's moist, and it's raining cats and dogs. It actually just stopped for a minute, but anyway, the reason I'm going out in this crazy weather is because this happens to be the prime conditions to see one of my favorite salamanders, and that is the eastern tiger salamander. Now I live in South Georgia, and the type of habitat that these salamanders utilize is becoming increasingly rarer, especially in this part of the range. Oops, should probably turn it back on. So they're pretty rare in this part of the country, or in this part of the state, I should say. So going out and looking for tiger salamanders in South Georgia is basically about hitting these little isolated pockets of wetlands amongst a more xeric, dry habitat. And the reason you're going to find them at this time of year and this type of weather is because that is when they breed. All right, so in these little isolated pockets of water within their drier habitat, you're going to find tiger salamanders all congregating together to breed, lay their eggs, and start the next generation of salamanders. So that's what we're going to go try to observe tonight. In Georgia, we have several different types of Embisimous salamanders. Embistoma is the genus that contains the eastern tiger salamander. It also contains the marbled salamander. You've probably seen them in some other videos. The spotted salamander, the mole salamander, and the flatwood salamanders, like the frosted and the reticulated. We're probably not going to see either of those tonight, guys. It's so unlikely that I would call it next to impossible, because those are becoming so rare that they're almost extinct. In that genus of salamanders that is very threatened, it's very vulnerable to habitat change, habitat loss, and any kind of pollution. So tonight when we go out and observe this little population of them, that I'm hoping to see good numbers tonight and see that the population is doing okay and that they're reproducing. So we'll see. We're here with Colton, about to go hit the swamp. He's getting a flashlight and blinding himself, and I had to pick up a salamander net. It's a little less than ideal. I don't know if you can see that, but it's bent already. Doesn't give me very much hope for the rest of the night. We'll see if it survives. Alrighty guys, we're in the ditch again, out here in the woods, and my tank is on empty, so I like to live life on the edge. We're all the way out here, and we should have just enough gas to find these salamanders, leave, and get to a gas station.
While trying not to be accused of shining for deer.
Yeah. So hopefully we can find this pond before it's too late and we spend too much gas. Alright guys, first herp of the night. There's various species of coarse frogs calling, but this is the most common by far. Where'd he go? There he is, little spring peeper. Guys, first cool herp of the night. That is Pseudochris Ornata, or the ornate coarse frog. They come in red, green, you know, lots of ornate colors. Ooh, they have many different color phases. And they're really cool. My favorite coarse frog. Look at that little dude. Oh. Come here, bud. They're not quite as fast, and they're a little bit bigger than the other coarse frogs, so they're easier to see. The southern coarse frogs can be a real pain to find. Wow, that dude is so cool. They have a pretty distinct call. It sounds like someone hitting a piece of metal with a hammer.
A piece of metal with a hammer?
Yeah.
Ting, 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 ting. Oh yeah.
I mean, I just hear them calling.
Oh, okay.
I saw one when we were walking over there. It's probably the same one. Another ornate coarse frog. This one's really dull. Almost black, kind of gray, browny. Oop. He's on Colton's boot now. Just walk forward and you'll be fine. Peeper on a log. What a cutie. 2 new species to add to the list. One of them I didn't catch. It was a little grass frog that got away into the grass. But
Really? The grass frog?
Yeah, unbelievably.
Who'd have thunk?
That's a leopard frog.
Stay.
Make sure it's not a gopher frog.
I don't think it is.
It's not. Cool.
Wait, that's the...
No. Where'd he go?
Oh, there he is.
Yep, that's him.
I was like, hold up. Grass frogs are a lot bigger than I remember. Chilling.
Yeah, Colton's made a friend there. And here we have several species. There's an ornate coarse frog in here down the bottom. I'm trying to find the little grass frog because he was the main thing I wanted to look at. Bet he dipped. Would suck.
I hope he didn't.
That would suck. Because they're by far the hardest thing to find, or to get your hands on. And coarse frog, a little. Well, that could have been one I didn't get a good look at. Where'd it go?
Did he go on your arm?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think that was actually a southern coarse frog, and I just let it get away.
Was that important?
Well, I wanted to get a better look at it. Oh. These are so slow. Why are they so much slower than the rest? There. He's a cutie. Just a minute after losing the last little grass frog, we got another one. This is the smallest vertebrate in North America. Meaning the smallest animal we have here that actually has a backbone. So, cool little guy. They're another type of coarse frog. They look like a little teeny tiny, well, Colton just said they look like a booger, and they kind of do. A really pretty booger.
A very pretty booger. Especially when they stretch out and look like snot.
Yeah. He land on the grass. There you go. There he is, right there. Let me take a picture of him. We're going to let him go and keep looking for salamanders. Bing! Nice crawfish Colton just found. I'm not sure what species it is. Probably a new one, who knows.
Probably.
He's pinching real good there. Oh yeah.
He's got me 2 times.
He's smoking, look at him. That's how cold it is out here, guys.
Yeah, my feet are numb.
Imagine tiger salamanders are eating the smaller ones out here. That's how big of a salamander they are. Whoa. There he goes. Alright, I have quite the collection of coarse frogs here. We've got spring peepers up at the top. Pretty ornate coarse frog down there. That green one with the black. Look at him.
Oh yeah.
Greenish. Yeah, that's an ornate coarse frog. And then I got a reddish one down there too. And then this is a southern coarse frog. So there they are side by side. Let's see if I can get it right. So there we go. Southern on the left, ornate on the right. 2 cool species of frog out here. The more uncommon ones, and there's a spring peeper all the way on the left. So you see 3 of the 4 Pseudochris out here. That guy is just stunning. Look at him. Got quite a few ornate coarse frogs here. Finally a green one. This is my first green one. Pretty guy. This is in situ. And there's more up here. Let's see if, keep your eye on him. Let me see if, see what color these guys are. Oh, there's one right there. I see one right there, Colin. You look nice. Boom. You got a reddish one and a green one. Same species.
Sure they are. I don't believe it. I'm skeptical.
Right here we have a mass of floating invasive fire ants. Very cold fire ants. They do this to try to stay alive, preserve their colony when it floods.
It's another reason why these guys are so invasive. They just don't die.
Mm-hmm. And a fun fact, a massive ant like this is called a bivouac. That's a greenie right there. That's a true green phase, ornate coarse frog. My lips are too cold to make coherent words. Oh, now it's gone. There it goes. Okay, you saw it. Let's get out. Alright, we just found some Colton spots from frog eggs. Probably leopard frog. Or very unlikely,
Gopher frog.
I'm gonna go leopard frog. But definitely not tiger salamanders. They glow when the light hits them. Colton, what do you think of that experience?
That was cold. My feet are really cold. Or my feet are so cold that they're not cold. That's a bad thing.
Same. Oh.
When I do gain feeling, it's gonna hurt.
No salamanders. But lots of cool frogs. Throw in some copyrighted music. Just to show the habitat here, it's not really salamandery. You wouldn't think it would be, but these tiger salamanders spend most of their year in this dry environment, and then they'll go down to the wetlands, these low areas like this, to breed in January. More egg masses here, and listening to that, I'm going to take a wild guess and say they're leopard frog eggs.
There's like 2 or 3 leopard frogs over here.
Salamanders be. So many egg masses, guys, everywhere. There's a leopard frog right there swimming through them. Another one here. And another one, and another one.
Got one boot on and I can't exactly hop on no feet back there.
Just yeet it into the back seat.
I don't want to yeet it, it'll get all over my shoulder.
Alright. What the heck? How did you manage that?
I don't know. Okay.
Delirium.
Oh, don't know what.
Before I was so rudely interrupted by that copyrighted music.
Take the next left.
Before I was so rudely interrupted by the GPS, I was gonna say we are on empty and the nearest gas station is like 16 minutes away.
We can make it.
We can make it. Getting gas at a seedy gas station in my socks because I'm not enough of a man to put those cold boots back on. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, I just dropped Colton off and I'm on the way home. Saw some cool frogs today. As Colton just said, the grind was hard, the spoils were sweet and bitter like a fine wine. No salamanders, but we did see some cool frogs. We didn't see the one really cool frog I was kind of hoping to see, which was the gopher frog, but we did see some cool Pseudochris, and really, those are some of my favorite species of frogs, so I'm really stoked that we got to see them, and I finally got to see the green color phase of the ornate coarse frog, which I've been looking for. So that was cool for me, and Colton had an awesome time too. Our feet are freezing. Mine are feeling okay now, but I can't wait to get out of these wet clothes because that was just frigid. I think we timed it a little too early in the month to look for salamanders, so I think the tigers are going to be there a little later in January because we just started January, so probably a little bit too early. But hopefully this year we'll see some good salamanders and I'll get to show you guys.